So yeah. So what do you suggest me to play or something like that? Because yeah, I really have no idea.
Okay.
Which
Honestly, it's whatever you're comfortable at. Like, if you want to climb, we just look for a deck that you actually like playing and that is also high tier.
I see. Okay, I get to D4 with I think with easy TF.
Okay.
But to be honest, personally I felt that I get carried by the shark, not by the by what you call that, by the card itself, this Riptide Rex.
Yeah, no, for sure. Riptide Rex is like, this is a Riptide Rex deck. It's by far the best card in the deck.
Yeah, it's like I felt like if the game I never get him, I will most probably lose when I reach like the turn 8, turn 9 or something like that of my mana. If I don't get him or I don't have a way to activate him, then most probably I will lose.
Yeah, well,
So
that depends on the matchup. I think the deck has a lot of win conditions, to be honest.
Okay.
But Rex is the easiest way to get there for sure.
Yeah, so I mean probably yeah, I think I still make a lot of misplay definitely. But yeah, so I managed to get away from plat because of this fella, I think so.
Okay.
Because of yeah. But if I'm not too sure actually what to play, because if you ask me do I have any preferences, I don't really have any preferences, let's just put it this way. Anything is okay, but as I think I don't really like to play a deck that is like too complicated.
Okay, that's fair.
Because yeah, I just don't feel like need to be, because I'm not as 5 head, you see. like sometimes when I look at the like you guys like you guys playing, the streamers playing, I say, why are you doing this? I don't understand why the decision making and all that. So I would like something is a little bit straightforward.
Okay.
I mean,
sure.
I do go through quite a number of research myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be lazy and all that. I just felt like my brain can't really cope with that fast of a critical thinking, because a lot of times when you are playing a deck that is very reactive based decks, you tend to it requires you to think critically and make different plays and all that. Yeah, I think I think maybe for because climbing is like a grind, so I would like to play a more proactive deck rather than a reactive deck, you see.
Okay, that makes sense. Like, for the decks I saw in your list, like, this is a good proactive deck, and Bannerman, I guess, or like Scouts is also a good proactive deck, but that's very simple to play.
I see. Yeah, I can, because this one I just copy from somewhere. I haven't really, to be honest, I haven't really tried Bannerman before. But yeah, I just copy a decks here and there. So if what do you suggest? Scouts or anything else?
Yeah, if you want, I'm done with anything. Like, Bannerman and Scouts is a very basic and simple deck. If you feel like we should practice the fundamentals a bit, then that's a good deck.
Okay.
But Ezreal TF, I think, is also like a good compromise of some proactive, some reactive plays, a bit of value, a bit of combo.
Okay.
Whatever you... We can also just play both. It's fine.
I see. Okay, maybe we just... I think maybe for you to access my understanding or what, maybe we might start with easy TF probably, because I've been playing it for a bit. So
sure,
probably we start with this one, I think. Yeah,
all right.
Let's just go to, yeah. I just start. Let's see how. The season is ending at 26th of August, is it?
Probably. I'm not sure if there were any updates the last couple of days, but as far as I know, it should end the 26th?
What is this?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because I felt like in D when I reached D4, I met a lot of decks that is not in mobalytics. So
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really have any idea. So yeah.
I don't think I've ever coached anyone on Southeast Asia. I'm not sure if there's a lot more random deck brews running around here.
I'm not too sure what to keep now. I think this one is a good keep. This one probably no.
It's very hard since we don't know what we're playing against. Petty Officer for sure. I don't think I would keep Zonite Urkin.
Do I keep both Petty Officer?
I'd rather keep one Officer and one Ezreal.
Okay, let's just try this.
But that's just because the reason being, it's Bilgewater Freyr. They don't really have good removal for Ezreal in both regions, right?
Yeah. They don't really have like effective removal like PNZ does.
Exactly. And like if Ezreal can actually, like Ezreal is only worth playing before flipping if he can actually hit the Nexus 2 or 3 times, right? And generate a lot of Mystic shots. And it might be possible in this, I guess. I'm not sure what we're playing against.
There's the D4. There's so many, like, let's say jank decks. I don't know whether in LR you guys use this term, but in Magic it's like jank decks. So many jank decks.
Yeah.
Shall I pass or I just play the Jagged Butcher for tempo?
I think we play the Butcher. Just because it's kind of hard to make a game plan as long as we don't know what we're playing against, right?
Yeah.
And if we don't know what we're playing against, I would just go with default game plan. And that is, with this deck, is just curve out into Rex, and either Rex or Ezreal finishes.
So now 3 mana, what can he play?
That's a good question.
I don't know what he's going to play also.
Yeah, I guess... He shouldn't play Avalanche, and I would develop here for sure.
Yeah, I think we should probably develop. Oh, this is not bad.
Yeah, for tempo it's good.
Oh, what is this? Okay. So he's getting his TF.
Yeah. So maybe it's just a very aggressive like Twisted Fate buff and flip deck. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, probably so, because this provide a lot of defensive tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just...
Like Elixir of Iron's Fury, maybe even Bloodthorn Pledge or something.
Yeah.
Some deck buffs.
I am so... okay.
Okay. So... Yeah, someone in chat earlier suggested this might be Starlit TF.
Starlit TF.
Yeah, I haven't seen that deck yet, but sure.
I have no idea what is this doing.
Okay, what are you thinking about right now? Like, what's your game plan? What do we want to accomplish?
I think I might be passing to see whether... But if I pass, I lose tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I go for a draw.
Okay, I wouldn't go for a draw, but I like playing something. And you can play all three, either Ezreal or Petty Officer or Twisted Fate. They're all good for tempo. The good thing
since I got 2 Ezreal, I think maybe I just play a Ezreal.
Sure.
Test the water, see whether he's swinging. Means he got some sort of protection.
Uh-huh. So what are you thinking about?
I think I should take the 2 damage.
Yeah,
because I'm
it.
ahead. Yeah, I'm ahead on the health.
Yeah, the problem is if he uses Fury. Like, Elixir would be fine, or double Elixir would also suck. But if he uses Fury of the North...
then I'll lose out a lot. So
exactly.
I think I'll be passing here too.
Yeah, I like it. There's not much to do for us. What I was gonna say earlier is we also could have played Petty Officer into Keg. Which would have been interesting. Yeah. But then again, he probably just pulls the Keg in on his attack, and he can still like defensively buff Starlit Seer. think the way we did it is fine.
Okay. I think it's a pass here.
All right, so what's our game plan right now? How are we planning on winning this game?
This will be a good winter.
I think yeah, this is the part where I lack the most, because I don't really know, other than because the basic of this deck is like, okay, you get a bit of early damage, then mid game probably draw a bit of cards, then you reach the Riptide Rex, then you finish up with probably Ezreal or something like that, or maybe just swing in after the Riptide Rex clear the path.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, but for this game, probably I just stick with the original plan, maybe.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to get to is whether, like, if we want to play for tempo or combo or value, basically, if we're playing faster or slower, and basically if we're racing the other deck, if we have to be very aggressive, or if we can also win if we just stall out. That's always a very, very important question to ask.
So I think I'm leaning towards to either to continue develop, I think.
Yeah, I like it. What I was trying to get to is I surely would have considered Mystic shotting the Black Market Merchant last turn.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Just try to maybe...
to remove blockers, basically.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to, get as much damage onto the Nexus as fast as possible, because our opponent probably doesn't run healing. Except maybe Kindly Tavern Keeper.
Okay. Shall I react to this and kill?
Probably Twisted Fate at this point.
Yeah, because he just...
Yeah, I like it.
He's just playing Twisted Fate.
Yeah, I think he might follow this up with Make It Rain, but now he can't anymore if we force him to use stuff defensively.
Okay. So yeah.
We let this resolve. The good thing is, he kind of told us he does not plan... Like, he probably doesn't want to block with Twisted Fate.
Yeah. So I think it's safe for me to just swing in everything.
Well, yes. The only thing we need to ask ourselves about is the 2-1. If that swings as well. I think I would swing with it as well, just because it puts the Starlit Seer into red card range.
Yeah.
Right? Because 1 HP Starlit Seer is still easy to remove.
Yeah, probably so, yes.
See, because this is a line we would not have taken if we were playing the slower deck, right?
Yeah.
If we say we just chill and stall, then the 2-1 does not attack. Okay, this looks good though.
So I can remove his TF, I think.
Yeah, TF or Starlit Seer. I think I would remove TF, yeah.
This one is very dangerous.
Yeah, true. Like, he's still at 0 out of 8, but we don't know what our opponent is playing. Might be a crazy deck.
Yeah.
The only problem with removing TF is it allows him to play another TF, right?
Yeah. Then you get into another red card and all that, yeah. Okay.
But so far it's looking fine.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, what are you thinking?
Normally, if I'm playing just alone, I probably will stun him.
Okay.
Will stun this Ruthless Raider.
Alright. I don't mind it. There is a nice little combo you can do though.
Okay.
Because we have 6 mana,
Okay.
right? Twisted Fate red card. Does that... What else does that do?
I can plunder.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Twisted Fate red card because it threatens the Starlit Seer. That's exactly what we put him to 1 HP for. And B,
Okay.
yeah, we can play the Black Market Merchant for plunder, for a yoink.
Yeah, sometimes I get carried by the yoink also.
Yeah, the
By
yoink is
yoink.
crazy good in this deck. Yeah, I noticed you only run 1 Pilfered Goods though. I think I would play more.
Yeah, maybe later we get into like
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. He only has 1 mana left.
well, this dies. So
Yeah, the 3/1 dies. The rest is fine. Yeah, Merchant looks good. I like it.
Yong. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, Fury of the North on Ezreal is probably just lethal on next attack.
Yeah. So I think I'll just probably. I'm leaning towards taking the damage though.
Yeah, I like it. Since we are planning to close out the game in the next 1 or 2 rounds, like,
Yeah.
and we're not really being threatened of being finished off, we can just use, remember what Swim always says, use Nexus Health as a resource.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a perfect example where we can just do that. We don't need to sacrifice anything on board because our board means we can potentially get more damage in.
Yeah. So just see what we get. Okay.
Okay, what do you think here?
I'm thinking because since I have this thing,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I open attack
Okay. And with what?
with Ezreal and probably TF too.
Okay. Yeah, I really like open attack. I think we can just send everything in.
Everything.
Yeah, the reason is we don't really need our other units to win anymore. But what could happen is that he, for example, tries to save Twisted Fate and spends mana
Okay.
on saving Twisted Fate. And then he has less possible answers for our Ezreal.
Okay. Do I proactively put the Fury?
No reason. If he
No.
lets this go through, he dies to one of the 2 Mystic shots.
Okay.
Now this is perfect for Fury of the North.
So I just Fury on Ezreal, I think.
Mm-hmm. Because he only survives if he has a card like Harsh Winds here.
Yeah. Because it's out of the range of the 1 mana priest.
Right, no Brittle Steel.
Oh god.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know they play that. That's fair.
Okay. Well, I think I just let this be.
Yeah, I think we play nothing here. The reason is we need Ezreal's Mystic Shot for Riptide Rex to activate, right?
Yeah.
We need it next
Oh.
turn. I guess
So, yeah.
the problem is if you do play Pool Shark, we only have 1 spell mana left next turn. So you can play Pool Shark just for the 1/2 body, but we would not use the draw, right?
Yeah. So these two, which one should I play? Do I play this?
Oh yeah, you could just use Urken to discard the Pool Shark. That's actually an idea. Just to have an additional blocker.
Great.
Oh! Okay.
Okay.
I'd probably... Now here we have a realistic decision to make, because one of the few ways we can lose this game is if he open attacks with 2 Furies and has, I don't know, a warning shot. But I think it's very unlikely, and I would still just end round here.
Probably so.
If we had less HP, then I would probably Mystic Shot.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe...
Yeah.
You get the reasoning why though, right?
Yes. Because I'm still ahead. I can take a little bit of risk.
Exactly. Because you don't mind Ezreal dying while blocking here.
Yeah. You gotta have a second Ezreal.
Yeah.
And
Battle Fury maybe. Yeah. Chat saying Battle Fury, but that would also be fine. If we block with Ezreal, we still survive on 1 HP.
Okay. So yeah. Okay.
So, now we can just let this go through. If he doesn't pre-commit anything. And Warning Shot into Riptide Rex should be lethal.
Yeah, I always get carried by this.
Yeah, but this is a Riptide Rex deck. Yo, Nola Gold coming in with the raid. Thank you, brother. Hope you had a good stream. I saw you preparing for DOR earlier. How you doing, Nola? What spicy dicey brews did you test? Yeah, I'd let this go through and then just take the burst speed lethal, CJ.
Okay.
Like, the only way he survives here is if he opens up with Kindly Tavern Keeper, right?
Yeah.
He needs burst speed healing, basically. Alright, GG.
Okay.
And Ezreal is victorious.
Yeah, this game was a very good example for why it's important to kind of know the matchup and have a game plan, right? Especially with this deck, to at least know if you want to be proactive, if you want to push as much damage as fast as possible, or if you kind of try to stall out the game a bit, right?
Yeah. Because I think in just the game just now, I am the aggressor. So
Exactly. Because his deck with all the deck buffs and with leveling Twisted Fate holds a lot of value. And we don't want to let him get there.
So you are saying I should play one more this one?
Yeah, I don't like pick a card main deck, to be honest. I'd for sure run another Pilfered Goods over pick a card. And no, pick a card yeah, exactly. I'd do 0 pick a card.
0 pick a card.
But yeah, Static Shock is also very debatable in this deck. You can run it, you don't have to run it.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it felt like very matchup dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes if especially I get kind of like screwed a lot by the Girl Scouts when they're using there's a spell that make everybody tough. Yeah,
the ranges resolve.
Yeah. I get screwed a lot when I'm facing Girl Scout, but I have no choice but to use this.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard. Like I saw some people play the deckhands in this deck, the 2 mana with the kegs, and I'm still not 100% convinced on Pool Sharks and Zonite Urkins. Like, they're okay cards, but they're not amazing cards. But you can also just leave the deck like this. Those are just minor tweaks.
I see. Okay.
Oh yeah, Sumo's also saying Salvage over Static Shock in this deck. Right. I did usually play Salvage over Static, that's true. It also makes you draw your Rex more consistently.
This one. Yeah, probably we try. I never try Salvage for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Now, Static Shock obviously does have advantages, also giving Ezreal the leveling ticks and so on, but most of the time, like, this is not really an Ezreal deck, right? Ezreal usually just flips through Riptide Rex.
Yeah.
There's not much more you need to do.
Yes. This Shark just carries everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. Shark is so crazy.
Okay, I think we just like this first and...
Well, yeah, if you want, we can queue up another one.
Yeah, just try one more time with this deck. Let's see if we face something that we know. Just now that game, I have no idea what my opponent trying to do. This.
That's interesting. Again, we don't really know what opponent is playing, right? But I think it's safe to assume it's gonna be a very aggressive deck.
Yeah, if it's aggressive, this one, I think this is no. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I would do the same. Like, after Jagged Butcher, Petty Officer is your best minion to keep in the opening hand, I think.
Yeah. I think I need Thermal Beam probably for don't know what creature he'll be playing. So yeah, let's just see.
That's a Mogwai deck, it's an Arena Bookie deck. Oh, discard Vi, Farron as a finisher, okay. Does it also run stuff like Sumpwork maps? Anyone know? Yeah, I think I just play the Butcher.
Oh, nothing much. I think I just open attack probably.
Yeah. Keep the Thermal Beam open if you play something like Bookie. And if not, we just pass it back. Okay. Oh, this might be a Submersible deck. I've seen Dog of Wisdom play something like that once.
I see.
Then it is like Submersible and Sumpwork maps for Vi.
Okay.
It's a pretty hot take.
Okay. So do I kill this?
I wouldn't. I don't think that's important enough of a target.
Yeah. So I think I just
yeah,
pass
you
it.
can just pass this easily. We have a play for next turn. We're even on board. There's literally nothing we can do. We have to do, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Okay. I'm leaning towards Petty Officer though.
I like it, Petty Officer.
So I can finish this up with the
Thermal Beam.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Arena Bookie is one of our opponent's value cards, so we just try to get rid of it if we can. Like Draven, Vi, and Arena Bookie are probably the best Thermal Beam targets in this.
Yeah, this one looks very dangerous. Although I don't know what this one does.
Yeah, it's like I've never actually seen it be good. I've never really seen it pop off Arena Bookie.
I heard some of the videos or some streamers said like if you position the Arena Bookie, don't know, left or right of the Jinx, then they have some different interaction. Wow, that one. I don't understand what it's talking about.
It's oh yeah, that might be true. Due to like the discard happening and it giving you a rocket at the very start of the turn before you draw cards, maybe.
Oh, I see.
That could work in theory.
I think I'm leaning towards to just swing open attack so I get to yoink. Or shall I develop?
I don't mind developing because we're not really expecting a lot of removal or blockers from our opponent, right? I also don't mind. I think both is good, but he cannot play Vi yet. I like developing, I think.
Let's continue.
Okay, nice little high roll.
Let's continue to be the aggressor. Okay.
Sure.
Nothing else. Nothing I can do.
Yeah.
So means he's telling me that.
That doesn't have to mean that he's telling you anything. He probably just doesn't want to take too much damage.
Yeah, probably so.
It was kind of smart by him though, because like what happened was at the beginning we had 3 minions and he had 1 blocker, right?
Yeah.
And usually we can only develop 1 minion and then opponent can develop 1. So we always go 1 for 1 on board, right?
Yeah.
But since we play Petty Officer, it's 2 minions at the same speed. So we basically went 2 for 1 on board. Like we developed 2 minions in 1 action, and our opponent responded by also going 2 for 1. I think that's actually a smart play, because he killed one of our minions while summoning a blocker in 1 action as well.
Yeah, so he basically nullify our petty officer.
Yeah, it's just a good defensive move. Like if we put up a lot of tempo, he's answering with like a tempo swing back towards him. Okay, Draven is really good in that deck. We should try to get rid of him soon.
Okay. Since now we still don't have we don't have anything to do also.
Like we could think about playing Pool Shark, but it's not really necessary. We have other plays. Okay, now playing Pool Shark becomes really neat, because if we draw a fleeting card we don't like, we can just discard it with the Urkin.
Okay.
So what are you thinking here?
I felt like taking the damage still.
Yeah, I like it. We're not in any threat. We don't have to sacrifice anything on board.
Yeah, he is not buffing him.
Yeah, it's all good. We can just let this go through.
So probably, like you say, we play Pool Shark.
We could do multiple things here. We could also go Twisted Fate into blue card and then Thermo Beam the Draven.
Oh yeah, we get some card advantage.
That, and we'll have a really good open attack threatening the plunder on the black market merchant.
Yeah.
Never lost a fair game. Never played one.
TF for me is one thing that I don't really understand in this deck actually.
TF is just a great like flexibility tool. It's one of the necessary AoEs. Like the red card is really good. It can be very good cycle. And like, it's literally just a versatility tool. Okay, this is interesting. Now we have to decide whether we want to keep our Thermo Beam for Vi over using it on Draven.
Yeah, this is, yes. This is a very kind of hard to remove and all that.
Yeah, I think I'd keep it for Vi. Which means I would probably play Pool Shark this turn. Right, we'll have 6+2 mana next turn.
Watch the ball, folks.
Because we can still play Mystic Shot and Zonite Urkin and Thermo Beam for 5.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mystic Shot to finish off Draven, Thermo Beam for Vi, Merchant just because Merchant is good. Yeah, TF is also nice against Caretaker. Chat is just mentioning. It's basically just an additional make it rain. Also, sometimes, like, pick a card can be good in this. I just think it's better if you use it as a TF hero spell. If you do
I see.
Draw 2 Twisted Fates. Oh, that's unfortunate with the Rex. Okay, what's our play?
My attack seems very bad.
Does it though?
If he don't do anything to stop, I will be getting in like at least probably 5 damage.
Yeah. I think I would swing here for sure. I'm just not sure if I would full swing or keep Twisted Fate back. I would. I think I'd keep Twisted Fate back because we have a realistic chance of leveling him, right? Because Zonite Urkin is a draw, Black Market Merchant can draw. Yeah, but you need to lock it in.
Oh shit.
Okay, we can just draw another Rex, I guess.
Tough is bad for Rex.
Yikes, that hurts.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have to block this. I'm surprised he just used the axe here.
I got nothing much to do, so.
Nope. Just kind of have to hope he doesn't have a lot more. If he has like might or more stuff, we're kind of dead. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Got any plan here?
I think for now maybe I just go for some further develop my board
Yeah.
at the moment. But if I play this, what should I discard? Here's the problem.
Well, what are you thinking about?
Now this one seems like low impact and I'm about to die.
Yeah. Yeah, I would discard Butcher or Merchant for sure. I would for sure try to make this turn end in a Thermal Beam. While also going as wide as possible. Because then we can open attack, hope to hit opponent's Nexus, and then play Riptide Rex.
Yeah. Just try to remove the Y.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what's very important with this deck. Like, we should always make a game plan. And, like, always plan out the whole turn ahead. Sometimes we have to deviate from the plan. Sometimes we have to switch up the plan. Because our opponent reacts in certain ways. Oh, Salvage would be really good. Unfortunately, we're 1 mana off of Salvage and Thermal Beam.
If I kill this one now, he might be playing another one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what would also be a pretty 5-head play is Salvage into Thermal Beam for 4 damage and let Vi live on 1 HP. That's something you could do for sure.
Yeah, because drawing more cards is good though.
Yeah.
Oh, I left one. And
Here, one thing I would do is, before I do Thermal Beam, I would just take the burst pass. just to see if your opponent does anything. You can just click OK, you get initiative back. Because we just played salvage, right?
Yeah.
And now we can...
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a play that generally would not be too good. But we're just basing it off of the read that our opponent has another Vi, right?
He has another Y, then basically I wasted my thermal beam. So
What do you mean?
if I killed
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Y, then he play another Y.
Yeah. It's not even wasting the thermal beam. The problem is that Vi can just take a lot of damage from Riptide Rex and she might not even die.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I have no other thing to do than...
Yeah, open attack is good, but that's exactly what we set up.
Room.
Hey, buddy, what you doing? Time for the moneymakers.
Oh, he's trying to level.
Sure. I mean, Draven's just gonna die to Rex anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So he probably does not have another Vi. Because
Yeah.
he's not blocking with her.
If there is another Y, definitely I'll be blocking.
Or he's just
Okay.
debating us on a ridiculous level.
What's my name?
Well, I can only hope.
Well, I mean, we do have Mystic Shot as well to finish off the Farron.
Yeah.
I hope we won't have to use it. The thing is, if he plays Decimate, we can play Ezreal. He's probably gonna level from this. Okay, that's a bit sad.
Down.
Oh, how much is Ezreal missing for leveling up? Oh, damn.
3.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's probably just a loss in the books.
Yeah.
Oh? Yeah, that's not enough though.
Oh, all these X. Well, pretty much nothing I can do.
Nope. Decimate just gets us.
Okay. Well, I missed a turn, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we were pretty favored to win the game if that wouldn't have happened.
Okay.
But any questions so far about?
Yeah, because like if this kind of situation is like I don't know what my opponent is playing, but definitely my opponent know what I'm playing because I'm playing a meta deck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So how are you going to like hedge against this kind of situation?
Okay. So basically, every deck usually has a standard game plan, right?
Yeah.
Like say for War Mothers, it was always play War Mothers. For aggro, it's always just like raise your opponent and be fast. And Ezreal TF also has the standard game plan of curving out into Riptide Rex. But I think you can usually, like, you don't need to know the exact cards in your opponent deck, but you just need to assume how fast your opponent's deck is. And that tells you, like, how you should play against it. Whether you... Like, you can usually just assume that by the color combination and the champions in opponent's deck. Sometimes you'll be wrong, but most of the time, like, for example, now we knew it would most likely be an aggressive deck, just because PNZ Noxus and Vi Draven.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last time, at least like on turn 2 or 3, we already knew it would be a slow deck, because it played On-Treat and Starlit Seer, right? And only TF. And a deck like Ezreal Twisted Fate, of course, is very adaptable. Like, it can have multiple ways of winning a game. And therefore, you sometimes need to reassess your game plan in the middle of the game. Or like after finding out what your opponent plays.
Okay. So yeah. Shall we continue this or we try another one?
As you wish. If you want, we can continue this and do like 1 or 2 more games. And I think I can't, like, probably can't stay the full 2 hours today. Then next time we can just practice Bannerman or Scouts or anything else you feel like.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I think I might want to try Scout because I don't really know how to play Scout, to be honest.
You don't know how to play Scouts? Okay, that's interesting.
Although everybody is saying, it's easy and all that, but I felt like a lot of time I lose value when I try to play some of the creatures and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because it is very demanding for the game fundamentals, for a fundamental understanding of the game. And once you have all the fundamentals, then it's easy. But maybe, yeah, if like...
And yeah, I show you the list first, whether is there something wrong or what, do I need to do any changes?
I would run Relentless Pursuit for sure. I would not run 3 single combats. Also, I wouldn't run 3 Citrius and 3 Genevieves. Do you run Ranger's Resolve?
Ranger's Resolve.
The 1 mana card.
Oh, there is no Ranger's Resolve.
Okay, you for sure want 2 in there, maybe even a 3rd. Go put 2 in for now.
Okay.
Then scroll down a bit. Okay. So we for sure need like at least 2 Relentless Pursuits.
Oh, okay. The
rally,
yeah.
Like this, especially if we don't run Lucian, we want either 2 or 3 of this, I feel like. And we need to cut some stuff off the top end. Now, the thing with Scouts is the minions are usually pretty, like, straightforward. They're always going to be the same. But the spells, you can tag a lot of different stuff in there. Like, Riposte would also be worth a consideration. Back-to-back is worth a consideration. Single combat is not a must-have in that. But for now, I would for sure cut 1 or 2 Citrias.
Okay.
Yeah, if you run Quinn, you can probably cut 2 Citrias. And the last thing I would cut is either the back-to-back or 1 Petty Officer. But I also think Petty Officer is really good. Especially with Bannerman and 3 Genevieves.
Okay. So we try cut back to back.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, back-to-back or Petty or single combat. That's something you just need to try out, see what feels best for you.
Okay.
You could also cut the last Citria, but I don't mind having a 4th 6-drop. Like, I think now the list looks pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, how many 1-drops are you playing? You're also playing Jagged Butchers, right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So we have 9 non-allegiance cards.
Do I change?
I mean, I used to not run Jagged Butchers, but instead more spells. It always depends a bit on the meta, what feels better. You can keep it like that, but you are gonna miss with the Bannerman a fair amount of the time.
Yeah, it feels bad. Feels very bad if I miss this.
Yeah, because what you can also do is instead of Bannerman, you can play the 4 mana 2/4 Scout, the Island Navigator.
This one.
Yeah, you can try that instead of Bannerman. The way I used to run Scouts was I just did not run Jagged Butchers, but I ran a bit more spells instead.
I see. Okay. I think let's try this because sometimes I miss this quite a lot when I'm trying out the deck.
Yeah, it's a real frustrating moment to miss Bannerman procs. Sure. I mean, this looks like a good list.
Okay. So generally, when I watch your mulligan video, for this kind of decks, you just try to curve out for the mulligan plan.
Yeah, this is literally a tempo and curve deck. Is the 1 Citria better than 1 Moose? I personally like Citria more, especially if we already have 3 Quinns in the 5-drop slot. And we have a lot of cards that go wide, right? A lot of cards that would benefit from the Citria buff. But I don't mind the Moose in there.
The Moose.
Yeah.
The Scout Moose.
Yeah, exactly.
Moose is loose.
The Moose is loose. It's such a... Like, in some situations, it's just such a good card. It's crazy. Like, if you get it from Remembrance on turn 3 and have the attack token, the card is just completely broken. So silly.
Yeah. Oh,
What are we playing against?
Draven Jinx.
Okay.
So you will go very wide.
Yeah, we go wide and we get early game. Yeah, I like this.
So we keep both 1-drop.
Yeah, in this case I would.
Because he's going to be very wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only case where I would not keep like a very aggressive hand is if we, for example, if we play against another Demacia deck. Then we try to find a bit more value usually. Yeah, little Citria, looks good.
I'm actually here.
Do I develop actually?
I'd hit face first. Hit face and then develop the 3/3. Like, barrier can be really useful later on with challengers.
I can do this.
Oh yeah, it develop. Oh, so you get the plunder. Yes.
Exactly. Now you can just block the rookie.
There's plenty of killing there.
Shall I do this and block?
Oh, that does shut down the Draven attack. That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's kind of good, yeah. He's playing a discard deck, so the axes are very important for him. No, you put it on the 3/3 for sure. Because the 3/3 can kill Draven with a block.
Okay.
And you have the 3/2 to block the Boom Crew Rookie anyway.
Oh, yeah. Correct.
Love it.
Oh, well.
Okay, let's make a little bit of a plan for this turn. What do you think? What should we do?
I think because since he is having quick attack, I would like to keep this for defensive turn.
Uh-huh.
I will develop my bot probably. Then try to get in for damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Petty Officer for the 1-drop. The thing we can already consider here is whether or not we want to rally. But we can let's first see how our opponent uses his mana, what he does.
Poro.
What, he discarded some dredgers over an axe. That's interesting.
Okay. So I just swing everything.
I don't think the 1/1 swings, and wait, let's see. Like, you could do a full swing, but you give Draven another axe.
So I just swing this.
Yeah, I think these... Actually... Thinking if you should full swing or not, but you can probably just leave it like this.
Okay.
Because we do get a bit of board space problems, but not too much. Okay, he's sacrificing Draven. It's really good. He might just replay Draven though. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I think it's a pass.
Okay. Yeah, we don't rally here for sure. He's probably gonna open attack here, right, our opponent?
Yeah, because we cannot kill either of them.
Yeah, which is absolutely fine though. Like, we're still at 20 HP. And our opponent just used the Mystic shots onto our unit. Should be all good. I'm surprised our opponent just let the Draven die though, to be honest.
Well. Shall I block?
I would, for sure. Like, whenever you ask this question, it's like, what's more important? Is it more important than his Boom Crew Rookie as a 1/1? Or is it more important than our Citria as a 2/1?
Definitely, as a 1/1, it would be better.
Exactly. Because we actually have ways of killing him with Valor, right? Whereas our opponent cannot, or probably does not have ways of pinging off a 2/1. And it also saves us 1 Nexus health. So, I like it.
Oh. Well, he can always use the spinning axe though.
Oh, right. Okay, I was actually sleeping for a second there. Still, he does die to Valor now, or like to any...
Yeah.
Even to the Plucky Poro block.
Okay,
Time to go.
that's painful.
Okay, do you see any cool line of play though for this turn and next turn if you already plan ahead?
I'm thinking to probably play Quinn first,
Mm-hmm.
so I can keep my 3 spell mana.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next turn I can just use this one to protect the Whaler.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I just play Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Like, my point is you can kill both Boom Crew rookies anyway before they hit you again.
Yeah, because of this one.
Exactly. Another thing you could consider doing is actually rallying this turn just to threaten Quinn to level on your next turn.
Okay. Means he's afraid of this flare.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because rally, if you have Quinn on board or MF, like, and you have scout units, rally is usually better on your opponent's turn because you get 2 attacks instead of just the 1 extra attack if you rally on your turn, right? Because if you rally on your opponent's turn, you can use both scout attacks. We could still play Valor and Protector then, but then we couldn't play Grizzled Ranger next turn. That's actually interesting. Like, the safer play would just be to pass, but the cool play would be to actually just rally here. Whatever you prefer.
Let's go safe first.
Okay.
Because his hand actually... Yeah, we have this one.
Yeah, we can play everything this turn except for the rally. That looks good. We have
So you
6
play
plus
this
3
into
mana.
this.
Mm-hmm.
See if he kills it again.
Okay, wait a second here. We need to think whether or not we want to play Valor this turn. Because if we don't play Valor, if we want to kill both Broom... Like, we can...
We can kill both.
Exactly. We could either kill both and play the Grizzled Ranger and not give them anything barrier. Or we don't play one of the 2 minions.
So you play another Whaler.
Yeah, or we could also kill both if we just play Brightsteel Protector and rally. I think I'd play Valor, actually. It's kind of close.
So do I protect Quinn and do a scout swing first?
I would protect the Valor.
You protect Whaler.
Yeah, Quinn is... Like, there's nothing that's threatening Quinn, and even if Quinn dies, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I'll just do this.
Yeah. And then you can do your scout swing. I'm wondering what opponent is gonna do here. It feels like he's trying to set up Jinx and flip her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn can swing pretty safely here.
Okay.
You could consider just clicking end round. Like, I'm pretty sure if you attack here, what's gonna happen is he's gonna play something like Jinx into Rummage.
Okay. So I just click end round.
I think... Yeah, I think I would just end. We want to delay his rocket, I think, because right now our board is very vulnerable to rockets. It kills both birds. Okay, there we have Jinx. I'd probably rally here, to be honest. We can kill Jinx with both challengers. By the way, this, like, passing back is a play that you cannot always do. It's just because we have so much HP, our opponent does not really have a threatening board or anything. And we kind of expect our opponent to set up a combo with Jinx. Like, against a full aggro deck, against classic burn or anything, I wouldn't have done that.
Okay. That one is really situational.
Yeah, for sure.
Just gonna put this here.
How would you block here?
I think I'll just do this.
Okay. We would go down to 10 HP though against an aggro deck.
Okay. So it's better to be like this.
Mm-hmm. And?
I block these two.
Yeah. I mean, it's likely that he can kill Quinn, but that would totally be fine.
Okay.
Gotta survey the battlefield.
So actually, we don't really mind like Quinn dying and all that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I see.
If we had 0 cards in hand, then maybe we would be more cautious, but like right now, we have good value in hand.
Yeah. So I have this.
Hope this works.
But do you understand why we did the pass play last turn? Like the reasoning behind it?
I think because you're speculating he will, if I attack, then he will try to level up Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to this turn, then you will set us back because Jinx is a card advantage machine.
Exactly. Another big reason is he cannot get a rocket this turn. Because if he had a rocket now, he would just kill all our challengers and even Grizzled Ranger if we develop. I would play War Chefs first, just to be able to hook Jinx right away. Actually, no, I mean War Chefs is probably not swinging anyway, right? We're taking the Scout swing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, it doesn't really matter what we develop. Okay, but see, the read was correct. He has a way of leveling her.
Okay. This probably doesn't do much.
Mm-hmm. I like developing.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
Oh, Bertrand.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I like it. All right, it's looking really, really good for us.
Should be quite straightforward.
Mm-hmm. And open attack is most of the time just going to be lethal next turn. Unless he top decks another Jury Rake pretty much.
Yeah. Because he got nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
GG, that was a really good game actually.
So yeah, actually, this I have a fundamental. I think the value of the champion, I think, is the part where I get fundamentally wrong. I think when I play scouts.
Okay.
Because I tend to overprotect, like like Quinn sometimes.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
It's a bit tricky because the meta is very removal heavy right now. So it's unlikely that the champions actually stick. But like the champions only become valuable if there is a high likelihood of them leveling up. Because the unleveled form of the champions is just kind of mediocre, right? It's basically just a unit.
Yeah. It's a good unit. Like we never draw the misfortune this turn, but
That's
it's
true.
like misfortune. It feels like never swing.
Yeah. Except
just stay behind and
yeah, it
provide
depends.
value.
It depends on the match. Sometimes if you need to race really, really fast, then misfortune also just attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the matchup and on the deck, but yeah. In this deck, like both of the champions are basically just good units, but if they threaten to flip, then they become very, very important. Then they also become worth protecting.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And another thing I wanted to say, like why I asked you the thing about passing back earlier.
Yes.
If you really look at it, the reasoning behind it is mainly. So we as scouts have our own game plan of playing very fast, right? And especially if we play against another aggro deck, none of us have healing, we kind of need to race each other, see who kills the other person first.
Correct.
But we were at like 16 HP and sitting very comfortable, right? And we can still survive a couple more turns. And then the question becomes, like, because there's always us following our own game plan, but we also, since this is a very interactive game, we also have our opponent following his or her game plan, right? And our opponent's game plan in that second was to get Jinx leveled as quickly as possible and have her be a value engine. Like that's our opponent's only way of getting back into the game, right?
Yes.
Because he can't really aggro us down anymore. We have too much Nexus health and too many blockers. And then the question is, like, when we decide whether we want to attack or not, is the 5 Nexus damage we get in, is that more important for us than it is important for our opponent to play Jinx and level her that turn?
It's more, definitely for the opponent is more important.
Exactly. Yeah, I 100% agree. And that's basically the thought process behind these plays. It's basically not only thinking about our own game and what's good for us, but also thinking about what could be good for our opponent. And sometimes our opponent just really does not have any good cards in hand, and we just make a wrong read, and he just doesn't have anything to play. But even if that is the case, right? If our opponent's hand is garbage, it's totally fine if we pass, because our opponent probably cannot really do anything anyway.
Yeah, correct. So meaning is like there is no downside when we pass just now.
Yeah, I mean there is a little downside, right? The downside is we could have gotten 5 damage in. But the question is like, how important is it getting this in now? And how hard can we get punished for being greedy? Or it's not even greedy, like you know, the standard play would be to attack, but it's just like knowing our opponent's deck and how it works, like knowing the matchup, that we don't have an answer to a level Jinx right now, and a level Jinx can just clear our board and draw a lot of cards.
Yeah, that is a very good example just now, because in normal circumstances I would definitely swing, because I felt like I still have my 2 challenger unit, the birds, and I probably can clear his board and I get in some extra damage.
Yeah. And like in 99% of cases, that's also correct. It was just like this read on how our opponent played, and thinking about like what is the one way that our opponent actually comes back into this game.
Yeah.
All right, CJ, I think I'll need to leave here in a few minutes. So if it's fine with you, I think we call it a day here and we continue maybe tomorrow or like one of the next few days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because I need to rethink a bit, maybe. So how do I find back the videos at your, because you're streaming now, right?
Exactly.
How do
that's very easy. You just on my Twitch profile, if you click on my name and then there's an option to click onto videos, and it stores all the past broadcasts. So it's basically just like a video on YouTube, but it's on Twitch.
Yeah, good. I think I need to watch it back because I'm kind of no idea what's happening.
Yeah, sure.
So okay. Hey, thanks for your time, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you as well. If you have any more questions, let me know, or feel free to write me later.
Yeah. If I need to ask anything, I'll just DM you.
All right. Awesome.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
thanks,
good
man.
job so far, CJ.
Okay.
See you around.
Yeah, thanks. See you later.